Hello and welcome to another JJ Wargames vlog, I guess is this video blog? Yeah, vlog. I'm conscious, obviously, I haven't updated my video channel. God, that sounds rather grandiose since it's a tiny little thing, but I haven't put up any videos just recently, so I thought I ought to do so. I should just say thank you to everybody who's commented on my video bit on YouTube about various units and what they like. Can I just say thank you very much. I use the video channel really as an adjunct to the blog, so if you want to ask me any questions or any comments that you would like responses to, could I ask you perhaps to come on to JJ's Wargames, drop me a note down there. I sort of keep more in touch on the blog rather than on the video channel, and you're more likely to get a quick and instant response from the blog. So it's JJ's Wargames. Come along, have a look. You'll find lots more information there as well. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just a short little video clip to show you some of the progress on the new collection, the Romano-Dacian Wars. Been adding to that over this year. Just put up a post now looking at Warband number 5, which is over there on the side there. See if we can zoom in a little bit. So that's my latest warband with some new figures added to all my warbands. The two figures in front of the group are my brave warriors, designed for the rules that I'm using, which is Augustus Aurelian. A little bit more about that to come. I've also got there, as you can see, my latest command piece, which is a conversion of a Foundry's model to produce my mounted King Dicabolus. Obviously some of my Victrix legionaries at the back there. Counters made by Sally Forth for use in Augustus Aurelian. It's either card driven or token driven game, so those are some of the tokens that I got made at Sally Forth, together with some other tokens from Simon Miller's game, but I've adapted for use in my own set of rules that I'm using for this. And then over on the other side there, some of the other latest additions to my Roman collection, including some archers, a cohort of auxiliary archers, teamed up with an auxiliary cohort to their front. Something that I'm really keen to utilise in Augustus Aurelian is to try and model as much as possible the Roman tactics. So archers supporting forward units is one of those tactics, and something you can replicate in Augustus Aurelian with combined units. So that's something I intend to do. At the back, I've just highlighted some of the stuff that I'm using with this collection. Obviously, Augustus Aurelian is the set of rules I'm using by Phil Hendry. I really like this set of rules. I love the token-driven or card-driven mechanism. I always prefer that way rather than you go, I go kind of mechanisms. And I think they really build in a lot of flavour for the Principate period using cohorts with the Roman army, which allows you to model a lot of the stuff that I'm keen to include in the games. I've put up there the Hail Seas Dacian Wars campaign book because I'm using that really as the basis of forming the collection. There's some really good scenarios in that book. I might have mentioned it before. I've compiled a list of all the units that are needed to do those scenarios to put together my own army lists of what units I need to build, roughly working on the basis of an army consisting of 12 significant units, be that war bands or cohorts, and then adding on associate units such as cavalry, bits of artillery, stuff like that. So yeah, I'd really recommend that if you're interested in getting into this period, and it's also very useful because you can build collections around a scenario to get you gaming sooner rather than later as you build the larger collection. The other book I'm looking at over on the extreme left there is The Roman Art of War by C.M. Gilliver's. Not a new title, in fact mine is an old library copy, but really enjoying reading that at the moment. Some fantastic information in there about how the Romans adapted their methods of warfare, particularly over the Principate period, and how they changed according to the enemies they came up against, particularly cavalry heavy armies like the Parthians, Sarmatians, and adapting their methods to suit those particular enemies. Again, something I'm really keen to try and build into Augustus Aurelian. If I pan over to the other side carefully, the other book I would recommend to have a look at, which is a really good summary of the Roman army as a whole, is the sort of Osprey compilation titled The Roman Army by Chris McNabb, which brings together a lot of the fantastic Osprey colour artwork, but again also looks at right across the piece from the Republican period right through to the Principate, Dominate, etc. So really, really useful reference for just checking up on how you're modelling and what you're doing. So if you'd like to know more about my collection, as I say, please go along to JJ's Wargames. I'm going to be updating the blog with additions to the armies as I go. There's 2 armies we're working on at the moment, which is the Romans and the Dacians, and eventually we're going to be adding Germans, Sarmatians, and who knows, maybe even some Britons at a later date, but I moved glacially slow, so you might have to wait a while till we see some of those. Okay, I hope that's helpful. As I say, any questions, please come on to JJ's Wargames, and I'm more than happy to try and answer them for you. Okay, thanks again. Bye.